mistake again. It's no surprise to you, I'm sure. I need your help again. Say that you'll let me in. I'm crying out for something more. I need you here with me. Need you to set me free. Yet there's a longing in my soul. Give me a heart for more. You're all I'm looking for. You make me into something whole. Will you take me higher than anything I've heard before? Come set my heart on fire, and then forever I'll be yours. God, your love is louder than anything I've heard before. Come set my heart on fire, and then forever I'll be My world is dark and gray, but you know a better way. I'll look to you to find my strength. I'll find my peace in you. I'll rest under your truth. I'm trusting you in a new way. I need you here with me. Need you to set me free. 'Cause there's a longing in my soul. Give me a heart for more. You're all I'm looking for. You make me into something whole. Will you take me higher than anything I've heard before? Come set my heart on fire, and then forever I'll be yours. God, your love is louder than anything I've heard before. Come set my heart on fire, and then forever I'll be yours. Nothing in this world can change the way I feel about you, the way I feel about you. Nothing in this world will change the way I feel about you, the way I feel about you now. Nothing in this world can change the way I feel about you, the way I feel about you. Nothing in this world will change the way I feel about you, the way I feel about you now. Will you take me higher than anything I've heard before? Come set my heart on fire, and then forever I'll be yours. God, your love is louder than anything I've heard before. Come set my heart on fire, and then forever I'll be yours. Forever I'll be yours. lost out in the dark and feel alone. The waters rise and wash away my hope. I will choose to look to you and you alone. The power of your love keeps me afloat. I look to you when the waves get higher, believing in my heart you will carry me through. You said I can walk through fire, show me what I can do. I look to you when the waves get higher, believing in my heart you will carry me through. You said I can walk through fire, show me what I can do when I trust in you.
I will lay my fears and failures at your throne. The blood of Jesus Christ has made me whole. When I fight, I know I do not fight alone. The King of Kings has overcome the world.
I look to you when the waves get higher, believing in my heart you will carry me through. You said I can walk through fire, show me what I can do. I look to you when the waves get higher, believing in my heart you will carry me through. You said I can walk through fire, show me what I can do when I trust in you. When I trust in you. When I trust in you. You are here to stay. You will never leave my side. You have made a way. In you I am finding light. You are here to stay. You will never leave my side. You have made a way. In you I am finding light. You are here to stay. You will never leave my side. You have made a way. In you I am finding light. I am finding light. I look to you when the waves get higher, believing in my heart you'll carry me through. You said I can walk through fire, show me what I can do. I look to you when the waves get higher, believing in my heart you'll carry me through. You said I can walk through fire, show me what I can do. I look to you when the waves get higher, believing in my heart you will carry me through. You said I can walk through fire, show me what I can do when I trust in you. When I trust in you. When I trust in you. I will lay my fears and failures at your throne. The blood of Jesus Christ has made me whole. And when I fight, I know I do not fight alone. The King of Kings has
Hey, everyone. It's me.
It's very spooky.
It's me
Hey,
David.
everyone.
You guys have the first and third funniest person on staff at 514.
Say the first and third?
Yeah, first and third.
Kevin is pretty funny.
Yeah, I was going to say Lopez is too.
Lopez is funny.
Yeah.
Ryan,
Yeah.
why can't... I thought I would see myself on that screen back there.
Yeah.
I want to see myself on the screen. No? Just no.
How vain. Look back.
Yeah, but I can't do the show. Look at... Whoa, there's a bunch of me back there.
Yeah.
Look how intelligent I look with these glasses on.
All right. Well, anyway, hey,
Where we
we are excited. It is live at 5. We are going to have some fun today.
Very casual fun.
Yeah, because we're super casual people. And, you know, just play a little, you know. Yeah. So we're going to play a game called Overrated, Underrated. You guys might have heard it said we're kind of like tastemakers around the office, around our families. People look to us for opinions on things regularly, and so we've got a lot of them. And you guys have submitted through Instagram. We've had people submit some topics. Ryan has kindly assembled them and is going to throw them up at random, and we'll get to rating them, whether they're...
It's not really a game. You just called it a
not-
game. It's
yeah,
not a
it's
game.
kind of a game. It's game in terms. It's fun. It's
Okay.
fun. So should we wait a couple minutes and let people?
Everything that's fun is a game. Is that what you're saying then? Here's what's going to happen.
This is not fun right now, Dave.
We're going to talk about. I was going to say something else, and I forget what I was going to say.
Oh yeah.
I know. I was going to say you guys can let us know what you think about what we're saying, but you're about 2 minutes behind.
Yes.
Somewhere around there. So
Should we
will
give a little bit of time for people to join? Can you see anybody joining? No.
Let's
All right.
get into it.
Ryan doesn't want to be around us very much longer. All right, so Ryan, go ahead and throw up the, not throw up, but like place up there the first.
It's a cane sauce.
Ooh, cane sauce.
Cane sauce.
Cane sauce.
We have our paperwork here.
Okay.
Signs. that say
Overrated, underrated.
I'm going to go with this.
You going first?
We'll just put them up at the same
Yeah.
time.
1, 2, 3.
Boom.
Overrated.
Underrated.
Cane sauce is overrated.
No, it is not. That is dumb.
Oh my gosh, I want to jump out of my skin already. It's so overrated.
Okay, here's the deal. When Daniel and I go to get food, Daniel and I, we pretty much no one will go to eat lunch with us.
No, they're all crazy.
So
it's not us.
When we go to Cane's, you come back and you use just the hot sauce for your chicken.
Absolutely.
What do you not like about cane sauce?
Okay, because I know what cane sauce is comprised of. It is mayonnaise, ketchup.
Oh, I've made
and
it at
hot
home.
sauce. Oh, I'm sure you have. Yeah. So if I had to get rid of 2 condiments in the world, it would be ketchup and mayonnaise. So those are 2 overrated sauces, which makes
Okay. Mayonnaise is awful. I hate
it's
mayonnaise.
terrible. It's terrible.
But in cane sauce, it's not mayonnaise anymore. It becomes cane sauce.
Yeah, but if 2 of the ingredients are overrated, 2 of the 3 ingredients are overrated, then it must be overrated.
Here's
2
the
negatives don't
issue.
make a positive, David.
Here's the issue I have is that folks will use their cane sauce too much.
Okay.
Cane sauce is just for your chicken. Don't dip your french fries in it. Don't dip your bread in it. Because
See, I
then
can see the
everything
bread
has the
now.
same type of flavor. That's pointless.
Well, what's the problem with dipping fries in it? Fries need
Because-
some sort of...
No, fries get ketchup, chicken gets cane sauce, and your bread you don't dip in anything.
Yeah, don't dip bread,
Yeah.
guys. That's
So there you go.
just foolish. But cane sauce is overrated.
No.
You know what? I'd rather have a barbecue, a ranch.
No, barbecue
hot
sauce is overrated. Barbecue sauce is absolutely overrated.
This was a mistake.
All right.
This
would
was a
you,
huge
Would you like to
mistake.
move on
Okay,
to the next
yeah,
one?
let's
I
move
won
on.
that one.
Debatable.
You can let us know. Like I said, you can let us know. You guys are a
Yeah.
little bit behind, but you can let us know what you
Cane
think.
sauce, yeah, cane sauce is overrated. Okay.
Cold pizza for breakfast.
Ooh, cold pizza for breakfast.
Take out for breakfast.
Just
leave for
cold
breakfast. How about
pizza.
just cold pizza, period. I already know mine.
This is a tough one.
No, it's not.
It is
Way overrated.
underrated.
Cold cold
underrated.
pizza is awful.
I
It's-
would almost venture to say it's properly rated.
You think it's
just rated.
properly rated.
It is what it is.
Okay, no.
But go ahead and explain.
Well, okay, I will say this. Cold pizza is better than reheated pizza.
Yes.
Reheated pizza in the microwave is awful. If you know a way to
yeah,
make
never go microwave.
pizza delicious, like Pan pizza, I can reheat for some reason. But regular pizza, I cannot reheat in the microwave because it's awful.
I've got a couple tips.
Oh, let me hear these.
Yeah, you
Let us
curious?
hear these, please.
So,
share your wisdom with us, Daniel.
That's why I'm here. First off, never go microwave. That's the big mistake. You always go oven.
Okay.
My mom got an air fryer, and I tried the air fryer. It was fantastic.
You told me that, and I tried it, and you're wrong. It's still not that great. Reheated pizza is not
Your
good.
air fryer must not be very good.
So I guess cold pizza. I still think it's overrated.
I think it's properly rated, but we don't have a sign for that. And this is why. Because certain places, the cold pizza and certain toppings is very good. But other places, it's just kind of a mixed bag. So I think it's properly rated.
Okay.
Like Jets Pizza, it's fine.
Jets pizza you can reheat because it's a thick pan pizza.
But it's pretty good cold. Yeah.
I don't know.
Give it a try.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
We gotta get to-
hey,
we gotta get to the point where we
Donna
start.
on the live stream said that cane sauce is gross. So thank you, Donna.
Who is it?
Donna Gregory. I'm assuming, if I'm wrong about that.
Well, she is wrong. Now everybody thinks she's crazy because she says cane sauce is not great.
Hang in
All
there.
right.
All right.
What's next?
Marvel movies. Oh. Okay. What do you
movies?
got?
I would say Marvel movies are just
Underrated.
They are what they are. They're rated. They're movies. They're good. Some are good. Some are bad. The newer ones definitely overrated.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Let's go. Let's get into it.
Okay. All right. You want to get into it about Marvel movies or get into a different topic?
Oh, look.
What?
Angel says she would bathe in cane sauce.
But would she eat it?
That's a good question. Bathing in cane sauce, overrated or underrated? I don't know. I've never tried it.
Yeah.
Probably not going to.
Yeah, Marvel movies are good though.
like it would sting.
I'm a comic book nerd, so this is a little
You don't
on
have
the
to throw
nose here.
You don't have to throw comic book in before that word. You could
Well,
have
I
left
did.
comic book out.
So how long have you been doing
And
magic,
just gone
David?
with okay. Marvel movies.
Yeah, underrated.
They're just rated. Let me tell you about Marvel movies.
You think the older ones are better?
Here's what I'm thinking. If you guys saw the latest Marvel movie,
Avengers
the one
Endgame.
with the Avengers Endgame,
Yeah.
is that it?
Uh-huh.
The nerds that screamed when Captain America got Thor's hammer, I was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Why all of a sudden can Captain America hold this hammer? Because it gave me goosebumps because Captain America is using Thor's. Speaking of Captain America, have you ever noticed like when Daniel stands next to John McCambridge, it looks like Steve Rogers and Captain America before and after?
Yeah, that's
Check that
why
out
we
sometime.
call him the rich man's Daniel Carr around my house.
Yeah.
Because he's the better version.
So tell me about your Marvel movies, nerd.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't have to answer to that. Okay.
Well, you do because it's what we're doing. We're
All right.
talking.
I think
underrated,
Marvel
overrated.
movies are great. I think that there's a lot, they get kind of written off as being cheesy or like not really having a point or like just, blockbuster movies. But they're great. I mean, go watch them and go read the books for 30 years. Like
He sounds. Listen how serious he got.
Yeah.
He's like very passionate all of a sudden, like he's on a talk show.
I may or may not have been reading comic books before I got here. So you know what, man? You can get out of here.
Yeah.
This isn't fun anymore. I don't like this. All right, let's go to the next one. What do we got here?
Sneaking.
Ooh.
Sneaking. I can't say the word.
I got
say
it. Do you want me to take it?
Take it over.
Sneaking junk food into the shopping cart while your wife isn't looking. Okay.
Do we know who sent that in?
I do know.
Who sent that in?
Robert Bell. Sorry, Robert.
Robert Bell, newly married.
Newly married.
Yeah.
So
already doing things behind his wife's back. Good
well,
start,
I'm
Robert.
assuming
Way
she
to go.
knows.
Huh?
I'm assuming she knows.
It says without wife looking.
Well,
he's trying to
she
sneak
figured,
it in.
You telling me she's not going to figure that out at the check-in? That's just
At the
point of-
check-in.
Or checkout. Point of no return.
Okay.
All right.
Number one, Robert. Here's what you need to do. Number one, you need to grow a backbone.
Hey,
Not be
Robert.
scared to buy snacks.
I'm going to properly rate this, David. Are you going to?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to say that's underrated.
That is, I don't even know what that is. If I want to buy snacks, I'm going to buy snacks. If I'm going to buy junk food, I don't have to sneak it in. What about sneaking food into a
Dude,
movie
are you
theater?
telling me that you have never tried to sneak junk food in around Tab? Like,
There
what's the time? No, go and
All right,
tell
hold
about
on
the
a second.
Wendy's
Wait a minute. I
thing.
just had a memory. There are plenty of times when I get home from the grocery store and she's like, "What are these Reese cups?" I'm like,
What?
somebody must have bought those. So yeah, I guess. All right.
Yeah, okay. So now what are
So-
you going to rate that?
Yeah, that's underrated.
Okay, that's underrated. And what
Yeah.
is that about when you guys are on a diet and you might go to Wendy's and eat get the chicken nuggets?
I will get. If we okay, I don't know if she's watching or not. Text me, hun, if you're watching. I will sometimes go to Wendy's to pick up food, and then if like we're both kind of like, hey, we need to watch what we're eating, I will eat my chicken nuggets before I get home, so she doesn't know that I had chicken nuggets and the hamburger and French
Yeah.
fries when I get home.
And Robert is the underhanded one.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Let's
My
see
bad.
what's next. What do we got here?
Sneaking. Wendy's. Speaking
Wendy's
of
breakfast.
Wendy's breakfast. I haven't had it. Have you had it?
I haven't.
You haven't?
I haven't.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go ahead and I have an opinion on it, even though I haven't
have
had
an
it.
opinion. You
Watch
can't
me.
have an opinion on something you haven't tried.
I can. Just watch it.
Show me.
Hold
Is it
on, one
overrated
second.
or underrated?
Oh, it's overrated.
You know what? I would say the buzz about it is overrated. Yes.
Or why do you
It's
think so?
It's breakfast.
Yeah.
All fast food places are having
You know
breakfast
what?
now.
Here's the thing. I have this breakfast in general is overrated. It's fine. It's fine as a meal, but we're trying to bleed breakfast into every other aspect of our lives, right? Breakfast for dinner, breakfast for lunch, brunch, right?
Yeah.
Can breakfast just be breakfast, please? You know, just let it be breakfast.
I don't understand what you're saying. What are you talking about?
Breakfast has gotten this hype that it's just the greatest thing on earth. Everybody loves breakfast food.
I don't love breakfast.
Breakfast is
So you're not talking Wendy's breakfast. You're talking
I'm
breakfast
associating
in particular. Is
I'm
overrated.
associating Wendy's breakfast with breakfast, which I don't care for. I'm definitely more of a lunch guy.
Okay, I
Give
would
me
agree with
lunch
that.
food.
I'm not a big breakfast guy.
Yeah, I'd rather have lunch food for breakfast than breakfast food for lunch or dinner.
Yes.
100
No
times
cold
out of
pizza,
100. All right.
All right. What else do you got for us?
Ooh, wings.
Wings.
Boneless
So this
or
is
traditional.
wings in general, or is this wings boneless versus traditional?
I think let's go boneless versus traditional because I
Okay.
think that's
This
more
is-
of an
this is
interesting
easy.
discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then this isn't an overrated, underrated. This is what one should
yeah.
you eat?
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Traditional.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Especially if you're a guy.
Well,
If you're a
yeah,
guy
I mean, I'm
and
not
you're
gonna
eating
go
boneless
there,
chicken
but
wings, come on. Turn in your man card. Get a
I
thumbs up
mean,
from the guys back there.
It's whatever. I'm not going to go that far, but traditional
My
is
shirt
definitely
just,
better.
my shirt just unbuttoned because I
Oh
I
yeah,
shifted.
too many traditional wings there,
Speaking
bro.
of wings and
Yeah.
sneaking junk food.
Yep. All right, next.
Yeah.
What do we got?
All right, this is a good one.
Ooh,
Tiger
Tiger
King.
King. Tiger King.
Have you seen it?
I have.
You've
I've seen
seen it?
all of it.
I've
Yep.
seen it.
Oh man.
I think right now, it's neither of these. It's properly rated. If you've seen it, you realize that this is an absolute train wreck,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't look away once you start watching. Tab
Yeah.
tried to look away, and she couldn't. She could not look away.
Okay. I am going to say this, and then I'm going to explain it. I'm going to say it's overrated,
Okay.
but only.
You don't think it deserves the hype it's getting right now?
No, not that. I think people are like, we're losing it because we're stuck inside, and it's like, it is crazy. It's a very well done documentary, but thinking about it, is it better than other documentary series I've watched on Netflix? I don't think so. People are talking about a second season. I don't know if it needs a second season. I feel like it'll lose its luster. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. It's nuts. It's like
I don't think
all
it
of the
needs
things
a
that you
second
want.
season, but if
Yeah.
something happens, if things progress, we need
Yeah.
to be updated on what's
I
going on.
think it's properly rated, but it's on the verge of being overrated.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my thought.
It frustrates me when people are like, "That's dumb." Yes, it's dumb. That's
Oh,
why
it's- yeah,
everybody's
it's crazy
watching
dumb.
It. It's ridiculous.
Oh,
You
it's
watch this,
insane.
and you think there's no way it can get any crazier.
Yeah.
And then it gets crazier because people are nuts.
Dude,
we
you
gotta
know
go
what's
back to Wendy's
yeah.
for a minute.
Wendy's breakfast?
Yeah.
What do we got?
John Michael said breakfast baconator. Is that a thing? Is there a breakfast baconator? If there's a breakfast baconator, then absolutely it's going to be underrated because I would have
Yeah.
that in a heartbeat.
Well, not a heartbeat. You know, maybe your last heartbeat.
A lot of people are
Yeah.
upset about the Wendy's breakfast.
What are
I
they
don't buy a
saying?
lot. I say two. There's two.
Oh
people.
yeah. Well, maybe for anyone watching us, that's probably a lot. Boneless wings all the way. is what I'm getting.
Okay, so
yeah.
let's forget Tiger King for just a
Yeah.
second. We got to go back to, and I brought it up for a second, sneaking junk food into the movie theater.
Oh,
What do you think about that?
dude, yeah, I'm all for it.
Underrated. You've
hey,
got to do that.
You know what I've snuck into a movie theater to
What?
eat? I snuck an entire bucket of KFC chicken and a 2-liter into a movie theater.
How do you do that?
I don't honestly remember how we did it, but we had a bucket of KFC chicken and a 2-liter into a theater, and we ate it, and it was fantastic. I was maybe 17 or 18.
I have. I don't wear sweatpants, not sweatpants, but like the jogger type things.
Yeah.
This was a couple years ago. And I had
You're so stylish,
a
David.
bag of candy that I tucked into my waistband that as I'm walking to give them my ticket, it slipped down to here. So now when I walk to the bottom of my, and it's, you know, it's elastic down there. I got this, it's just shaking like this as I'm walking. It was obvious that I was taking something. You could hear the rattling inside.
Yeah.
The lady never said anything, but it was.
So you always take off the coat and kind of wrap up the coat like you're just carrying a coat willy-nilly, and then all the goodies are in there.
Well, that's why you have your wife take the biggest purse she has and put all the candy in there.
Well, see,
That
I
was the
made
chair.
a mistake.
That was the chair, by the
I
way.
made a
that noise.
mistake. I had a bottle of soda in there.
A bottle of what?
Whatever, man.
It's not soda.
Soda pop.
It's just pop.
Just pop, whatever. And in her purse, and she went to open it for me, and it spilled out everywhere. So I try not to use the purse too often.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Tiger King, yes. We agree.
It's on the verge. It's great.
It's good.
Ooh, movie
theater butter on popcorn?
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's probably not actual butter, and it's probably not cleared by the FDA.
There's a
But it
secret
is
way to
amazing.
do this, though.
Yeah.
Especially if you can ask them to give you, if you get a bucket of it,
Half
and they
the
give
bag.
you half, ask them to give you
Oh,
half
you-
of it first.
you gotta.
Pour the butter on.
Yeah.
Or you take a straw
Interesting.
and put a straw in there so you can move the straw down into the bottom of the
Okay.
bucket and then
Yeah. Let it
So there's ways
filter
to do
out.
it. Yeah,
That's
you've
smart.
gotta do.
That's smart. All right, let's see what's next. What do we got here? What do we got here?
I wanna
Both
get
in
something
agreement
that
on
we
movie theater.
really disagree on, that we really want to fight each other for. The
Oh,
state of
okay.
Florida.
Okay.
Underrated.
Overrated.
No, underrated. Come on. How great is Florida and all the craziness coming from Florida?
is New Jersey of the South.
Okay, explain.
Do we need it?
What is New Jersey of the North?
New Jersey.
No, I mean, what do you what do you mean? Like what?
It's just kind of like,
Yeah, but that's what makes
I don't
it
know.
great.
Okay, so every time you go to Florida, you're not sure if it's the worst place you've ever been or the best place you've ever been. And as soon as you're convinced of one, you're immediately convinced of the other.
Okay.
Right?
Disney
Yeah.
World is in Florida.
Yeah, it's great.
Great.
Yeah.
Beaches are in Florida.
Yeah. A guy that got high on bath salts and ate a dude's face was in Florida. Just search Florida
Wow.
man.
Way to bring the room down.
Hey, I'm just
Well, that's-
saying.
The crazy coming from Florida
Yeah.
is fun to read about, just like
Sure.
Tiger King is fun to
Yeah,
watch.
but I don't want to go there.
Yes, you do. If
Nah.
somebody came in right now and told you they had tickets for you to go to Florida, would you go?
No.
Lies.
I legitimately, I've actually thought about this. I don't think I would, like,
You've
if I had
thought about
tickets.
somebody walking into your room and giving you tickets to Florida?
I've thought about somebody saying, like, hey, you could go to any event, like if, let's say, hypothetically, royal wedding invite. I don't think I would go.
No.
I don't think
Oh,
I
that
would
would
do
be
it. No.
awful.
I think I would turn it down. Yeah.
John Michael also has snuck spaghetti and meatballs into a movie theater.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
That
How'd
would
he
be
do
good.
that?
Yeah.
When he sees that, I want an answer. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's our next one? State of Florida. Overrated.
The next one is.
Next one.
What does that say?
What is that?
Convid.
Lockdown predictions? COVID lockdown
I'm
predictions?
assuming COVID lockdown predictions.
Lockdown lift? Are we
Like, is that where people are saying when we're going to be?
when
What,
we're
what
gonna-
does that mean, Ryan? Yell out.
When is the lockdown going to be lifted?
And all the rumors and predictions.
I left my crystal ball at home. Oh, our prediction?
The lockdown will last for another. Couple few weeks as it
I'm going to
starts
say
to loosen
at
up.
least until May 1st is my prediction.
I mean, that's when it is for now, right? That's what already.
Yes, David.
It's probably going to start
ruined that
loosening
joke.
up by May 1st.
Yeah.
And then
it's gonna be touch and go. I'll say.
it's gonna be a while before things get back
Yeah,
down, back
the
to
last
normal.
thing to go will be mass gatherings, I think.
Yeah. What's next? Let's do it.
Yeah. All right. Let's
Hey
see.
Ryan, give us something crazy, man. Something that people are passionate about.
Yeah.
Video conferencing. You know, here's the problem with video conferencing.
Yeah.
That we've had the
Yes,
people have said for years that this is a meeting that could have been taken care of in email.
Mm-hmm.
But now that everybody's seeing how easy it is to do these video conferencings, we're going to have a lot of these going on even after we can get back to being with each other. And it's going to take even more of our time. Video conferencing eventually will be way overrated. We got to get a control on it right now because it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad.
It's useful, but I agree with you. I think it's overrated. It's useful now.
Here's the deal. Like right now, if people are like, "Hey, you got a meeting you got to get to."
Mm-hmm.
At normal times, I can be like, "Oh man, I'm not feeling well." I don't want to say that now because I don't want people to think I have COVID.
Yeah.
And they know where I'm at. They know I'm at my house and my laptop's there. What excuse do I have now not to go to a meeting?
I also think that people
I've got none.
people flip a switch.
None excuses.
None excuses. People flip a switch when they hop on a video conference. They have a different persona on a video conference.
I think you're right, but just the fact that you can't, man, it's hard to get out of them. I've been to more
It's
church
hard to
meetings.
get out of.
I've been to more church meetings, staff meetings, since we've been on lockdown than I have in the past 5 years at 514. Because I can always come up with an excuse why I can't be there.
Yeah, you could just not turn your video on, man.
Yeah, but then people ask you questions, and if you're not sitting there, they know.
Yeah.
Video conferencing is great when you need it, but too much of it, it's going to get bad.
Yeah.
It's going to get bad. You know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're really coming out of this looking like a shining star, I can tell you that. All right, let's see what's next. Oh, hint of lime chips. Oh, this is a good one. Yeah, because it's not something that anyone normally cares about, but everyone has an opinion on, I bet.
And somebody has sent this, somebody's sitting around their house thinking, what do I want them to discuss? Ooh, hint of lime chips.
You know what? This is actually the first one I got.
It was?
This was the very first thing that I got from a close friend. Hint of lime chips.
Man, I think they're good. I think they're delicious.
I'm going to say underrated.
I would say underrated. The problem is,
Any brand but Tostitos is underrated. Tostitos, hint of lime, that's not a hint of anything. That is just a full-on blast of lime.
I think that might be the only one I've tried.
Really?
It's Tostitos.
Don't let that, harsh your mellow on it, man. I don't know, dude.
Pauly Shore, overrated or underrated? It's exactly who you sounded like.
No one watching knows who Pauly Shore is.
They know. You guys know. Let us know if you know who Pauly Shore is.
Yeah. No one on Instagram.
Ryan, do you know who Pauly Shore is?
Okay.
Yeah.
But when were you? You guys were born in the 80s.
Biodome.
Okay. Yeah.
You just said don't let lime chips harsh my mellow.
No, I said hint the Tostitos.
Yeah.
Don't let those harsh your mellow, man.
That's exactly what I just said you said.
No, it's not.
All right, next.
All right. Friends. Not the show.
No, the show.
Or the show, not
actually
actual buddies. Okay.
I like the Friends show more than this friend, if that means anything to you.
Yeah, but that bar is so low because you don't care for me at all.
Friends started off great.
Did it?
I thought it was fun when it first started. I can't
I'm gonna
watch.
say
listen.
overrated on that one.
Okay. I would say now,
Yeah.
yes, it's absolutely overrated.
It did not last.
When it aired back in the early 90s, the first couple seasons were great.
Sure.
But times have changed. Shows with laugh tracks, sitcoms with laugh tracks, that should not be a thing
Yeah.
anymore.
Here's what I'll say.
Never again. No more. I don't need to know when to laugh. I'll laugh. Don't tell me, show producer, when to laugh. We were going to do a video, remember? We were going to show an
I
episode
remember.
of Reba and laugh every time they laugh. Do that. Go watch an episode of, all right, watch an episode of Reba. Go watch an episode of Reba. And here's what I want you to do. Watch an episode of Reba, and then every time they laugh, you laugh just as hard as they do, and see how ridiculous it is.
Yeah.
It makes me angry. I'm really against laugh tracks on sitcoms.
Yeah.
At least, like, I can watch Three's Company with a laugh track because I just ignore it. That was the thing back then. But not now.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. How's the weather up there on your soapbox? Yeah, pretty good. Here's what I'll say.
What, you like laugh tracks?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
But what I'll say about Friends is what worked in the 90s has not, it hasn't aged well now. So, like, the jokes that were really, really funny then, like, they're not funny now.
No.
My wife was watching it. I was like, you know what? I've never really given the show a shot.
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot. I watched a couple episodes. I did not even crack a smile.
I rewatched the first episode,
bad.
episode 1, season 1, and thought, this is awful.
Also, how are they able to afford that lifestyle? You never know.
It's dumb.
You never know. And they also progressively get more and more attractive as the show goes on. Like, that's not realistic. Right? Have you noticed that?
I mean,
like,
speak
their
for
stuff
yourself,
gets
Daniel.
nicer. Definitely, you have not.
Look how attractive I am in these glasses. Tab's watching. Tell me,
Yeah.
Tab, if I'm
Nowhere to go.
attractive in these glasses.
Oh, I'm very passionate about this one.
I know, she says I'm leaning too close to you.
Well, yeah.
She's saying to stay 6 feet away.
I
What's
would
next? How
prefer
about
that.
another one?
Clinking glasses in celebration. So this would be like a cheers moment. Oh, man. Overrated.
Absolutely overrated.
Absolutely overrated.
Here's what I don't like are the weirdos that you can take a drink of your beverage and they're like, no, not yet. We've got to cheers.
Yeah.
Oh, you seen those people?
Oh, I've seen those people. I've seen them.
They're awful.
So I was at a wedding once, and I have a strict rule for cheers. You get one cheers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I get one clink.
Yeah.
And it's to either person on my
You don't
right
like
or my
doing-
left. Oh, no, I'm not. You're not getting more than one clink out of me,
Yeah.
ever. So I was at a table with a group of people that I kind of knew but didn't really know very well, and I did not clink this girl that was across the table, a large table, and you would have thought that I killed her brother. It was
Really?
a death stare, and I thought, you know what? I'm not going to clink your glass.
You
I
didn't
don't really
clink
know
your
you.
glass with her.
Didn't clink glasses. Everybody gets one. You get one clink.
I don't know what the where that came from. Clinking glasses.
Actually,
Make it up. Tell me right now.
What?
Where did that originate from?
it actually was a 1915 tradition. So families would generally have one glass, and it was a religious practice.
Yeah.
And so they would have one glass, and they would go around and they would clink it on things to bless certain parts of the home as they were living. And so when people then as people got more and more things, they kept clinking because they wanted to bless the other person. So that's where that originated.
That's where
from.
the phrase clink blessing came
Yeah,
up.
I think. Ah, yes, the age-old phrase.
The clink
yes,
bless.
the clink blessing. Actually, no clinking glasses was one of my. It's a blessing.
We just had
this
somebody
COVID.
watching from
do we
Florida
got?
saying it's beautiful in Florida.
There are good parts of Florida, but not all of it.
Oh, sorry, Angela.
Angela, I don't want to insult your state. There are beautiful parts of Florida, and I'm sure you live in a beautiful part. But there's a
Why are you
lot
talking
of
to
not
me?
beautiful
Talk
parts.
to Angela. She's the one you need to apologize
I was
to.
actually looking at your computer. I don't know why, because that's where her voice came from.
Staying home is quickly becoming overrated.
Oh,
Quickly becoming overrated.
I'm gonna
I
get-
knew this was going to be different for Daniel.
I'm going to say underrated.
This
I
is
love
probably
being at
Daniel's
home.
most favorite time in history right now.
I'm living my best life, I got to say, guys.
Most people are hating this. Daniel's like, this is awesome.
People are like, oh, no, what are you doing at home? I said, I am doing what I normally do. I'm watching movies and reading books. I see, what I will say, I don't like to leave the house. I'd like to have the option to leave the house, but I don't love leaving the house. But staying at home is underrated. I think Emma Yukis submitted this, and she agrees with me. What else we got?
I think it depends on who's at home with you.
Yeah.
So right now, which would make me change my mind, hun. It is
Oh,
very
oh.
underrated. But in general,
Almost.
staying home.
That
I
was
wanna-
almost a nice save.
That was an all right save. Hey, real quick before you do the next one, we did have somebody
Yeah.
do a versus. Graders or DQ?
Oh, I worked at Dairy Queen, so graders all the way.
Definitely DQ. Dairy Queen.
Really?
I think so.
Legitimately?
I think
Dude, I'll
so.
tell you how that soft serve comes
You know
to
what?
be.
Okay, let me tell you. Let me change my mind. I'm thinking ice cream cakes. Let's talk about ice cream cakes.
Oh.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, okay.
Here we go. We're going to get real right now. We have an argument at
Yeah.
the church.
Yeah.
When somebody has
My
a birthday,
gosh.
we get a cake. Sometimes it's nothing but cakes. There's bun cakes.
Yeah, which is fine.
good. They're good.
I don't love the cream cheese icing, but yeah.
But when somebody gets an ice cream cake,
Mm-hmm.
here's what the argument is. Do you get an ice cream cake that is all ice cream with just some of that chocolate crumble stuff
The
inside?
cookie crunch, you mean?
Cookie crunch?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Or do you get the ice cream cake that actually has a cold piece of cake in the middle of it?
It's the worst.
It's the worst.
Grater's ice cream cake is hot garbage, I will
Yeah,
say.
okay.
It's the Florida of ice cream cakes.
There you go. I would agree with that. I
will say, if I wanted cold cake, I'd put a real cake in the fridge.
It's awful.
It's
I think
bad. Joel and Carmen like Grater's ice cream cake better than Dairy Queen.
because it's got a cold
But-
piece of frozen cake bread in the
yeah,
middle.
but
That's disgusting.
Grater's ice cream is fantastic. It's fantastic.
Okay. The other thing we do need to talk about before you put another one up there, Ryan, because I'm looking at you thinking about this, because this is what I love
Oh,
Ryan.
no.
This is my
Ryan, I have no
biggest
idea what he's gonna
pet
say.
peeve about Ryan is this. When we go out to eat as a staff, Ryan, 12 of us, Ryan has to pull every table together so we can all sit around one table together. It can be a long table where I'm sitting here and then 6 people away, 6 on this side, there's somebody down there, but at least our tables are touching.
Yeah.
Ryan, I'm not going to talk to that person 6 people away, so why not just have 2 separate tables? But Ryan needs, through the whole restaurant, here's this. As he's moving chairs and tables just so we can sit at one long table.
Ryan.
Dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. No more than 6 people at a table, max.
Ryan, I don't really have an opinion about this as long as I get one of the end spots, so I don't really care.
If I'm there, you better put me on the end. And it
Yeah.
makes it so much more difficult, it seems, for the waitress. And just come on, Ryan. Can we not do that anymore?
We actually can't do that right now, so
That's
there
a
we
good
go.
point.
It's fine.
That's a good point.
All right, let's throw up what else we got in there. Work happy hours.
What is a work happy hour? I don't show up to work.
Yeah, you don't know what work is.
Yeah.
David's not confused about the happy hour part, but the work part.
What is this work?
Yeah. Now, if it's a mandatory happy hour, I have a problem with it because I don't like to be made to go anywhere. You know.
What is a
and do
work
things.
happy hour? I don't know what that is.
Places will, like Jason. Where do you work? I don't know where you work. Okay, well, there you go. So, certain places will like have work happy hours, and everybody from a team goes and does happy hour.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's fine. It's properly
It's just what,
rated.
like an office, like they go somewhere together for
Yeah.
an hour?
Yeah.
Do they all sit at the same stinking table when they go? Because then I would say yes, it is
I think-
absolutely overrated.
I'm sure they mill about. All right. Let's see what else we got here. We have something from the live stream.
Somebody wants to talk about my hair. That's Pat wants to talk about my hair. Pat was in one of our videos there at the church.
Yeah. Talk about your hair.
Yeah,
What is it? Overrated or underrated?
it is equally rated, is what I would say.
Got a widow's peak there.
Okay, thanks, Daniel. I'm a little sensitive about my hairline.
Wow.
Let's talk about the next one. What's the next
All
one,
right,
Ryan?
what we got?
What time is it?
Timothy Chalamet.
I have no idea who this is. I saw this
Okay.
come through earlier.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and say he's an actor. He's the next big thing. I'm gonna say underrated, but I don't feel good about it, and this is why. He's a fantastic actor.
Who is he, and why does he spell
fantastic.
his name like that?
I don't know. He's an actor, man. Have you ever met him?
No, I've never
No,
heard
not
of
him.
What'd you
Well,
say, Ryan?
I don't know.
Most actors.
Oh,
most people on
actors are the
television.
worst. Yeah, performers, people with microphones right now are the worst. What? Yeah, he was in Little Women.
I've
David
never
didn't
seen
see
it.
it.
I've never seen Little
So
Women.
here's the thing: Timothy Chalamet is a fantastic actor. So I'm gonna say he's underrated. But my wife is obsessed with him now, and I gotta say, it doesn't feel good. Because she's like, hey, you want to watch this Timothy Chalamet movie? And I'm
Again?
like, why?
We just watched it last night.
Why do you want to watch that
Why are we
movie
watching it
again?
We can just fast forward to the parts with Timothy.
But he's so-
Timothy.
He's so talented. I
I
have to say he's
overrated
underrated.
just for the way he spells his name.
Okay.
Overrated. You said he was in Interstellar? I saw Interstellar.
Yeah, he was in Interstellar.
Oh, Matthew McConaughey. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's it. That's him exactly. Okay.
Yeah,
There's
I don't
actually a great John Mulaney bit about his wife
So
who's
who
falling in
sent
love
in?
with Timothy
Who sent in
Chalamet.
Timothy?
Who do you think?
Your wife.
Yeah.
Not only does she want to watch movies about Timothy.
She wants me to talk
Chalamet.
about him.
She wants to sit around
You know.
and hear you talk about him.
She wants to twist the knife. That's
Wow.
why. You know,
Wow.
got to beware of the silent ones, man. They're ruthless.
All right,
All
what's
right. What
next?
else we got?
TikTok, overrated. Should
my
be done.
gosh, overrated.
TikTok videos are about 15 seconds too long.
It's a poor man's Vine. That's
It's
what that is.
awful.
And
here's
Vine
what
wasn't
it
even
is.
very good. I didn't like
This is-
Vine then.
Man, this is going to sound awful, but
Yeah.
here's the deal. TikTok is, this is going to sound awful. Maybe I shouldn't say it.
Don't. If you're questioning it, don't say it.
It's going to it makes people,
I don't know. Here. Let
It's
me step
awful.
in.
It
I
is
don't know how to
awful.
react to TikToks. Like, am I supposed to be impressed by the dancing?
that's it, the dancing, the lip sync. Oh, you
I'm
can
not
lip
sure.
sync.
Dude, you know what's wild? I actually saw an article about this today. So John Mulaney is a fantastic stand-up comedian and writer. There's a trend on TikTok, and I only saw this article about it, of like where makeup artists, women are doing their makeup while they're doing lip-syncing videos to John Mulaney's stand-up bits. And it is the weirdest thing I've ever seen because he is like, you know, it's just very bizarre.
TikTok is awful. If you're on TikTok, if you're older than 20 and on TikTok, you need to reevaluate your life.
I think it's appropriate for the age that uses it. Yeah. You know who's on TikTok?
Who?
Bryce.
Bryce, that makes total sense. I totally get that.
Melanie says hi. Hi, Melanie. All right, what else we got?
All right, let's get through a couple real quick.
Oh,
Dogs.
Underrated. Greatest things in the world. Better
Dogs
than
are
people.
rated.
Yeah.
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 If I saw earlier, somebody said big dogs. Here's the deal:
dogs.
you want a big dog? If I'm going to
Fine,
have a
big dog, little dog, whatever. Dogs are great.
If I'm going to have a dog that's big, I want a dog that people are like, "Whoa, that's a big dog."
Yeah.
I don't want people to be like, "That's a big dog."
Yeah.
Because big dog, what you got nothing to. I mean, it's a lot
Yeah.
of people have big dogs.
I love
want
dogs.
a big dog. Like people are like,
Doesn't
that
matter.
looks like a horse,
Yeah.
right?
We want Janet and I want a Newfoundland dog. Have you guys ever seen those? Those things look like bears. They're amazing. Dogs
next?
are great. What else we got?
Let's do just a few more.
Yeah.
I want to go home and eat. Ryan, what's the next one?
All right. What do we got?
Ooh, it looks like
Ooh,
my
frosted.
head's on fire.
It is. Frosted mini wheats.
Frosted mini wheats. Would you like to start on this?
I would
We've
love to
talked
start.
about frosted mini
I
wheats.
think frosted mini wheats are underrated.
I would say they're underrated.
They're actually my go-to cereal. I eat so many frosted mini wheats, and I don't think there's a right or a wrong way to eat them.
There is, and he's saying that because there's a right way to eat them.
There's not.
You've seen the commercial where it says the child in me or the adult in me likes the.
I don't think anyone's seen that commercial in the last like 30 years.
It's been a while. They used to have a commercial that say the child in me likes
the
the frosted
frosted
side,
side.
but the adult side likes the wheat side. No, my commercial would say the adult in me likes the frosted side, and so does the child in me. I want the frosted on all sides. But since you don't have that, which I think they're dropping the ball, they need to have double-sided mini wheats.
I mean, that would be a hit.
That would be great.
But I mean, they're still great.
Now, there's a way, if you eat frosted mini wheats and you like the frosting, here's the tip. Grab a pencil and paper and write this down.
You don't need to write
As
it
you
down.
pull one up onto the spoon, make sure the icing is down. Because that way, when you put the frosted mini wheat in your mouth, the icing is on your tongue and you get the flavor of the icing. If it's up top, you're not going to get that flavor once you start chewing into it. So you want to make sure the icing is on your tongue. You're welcome. You can send me thank you cards later.
It's all dealer's choice for me, baby.
Ventriloquists. Ventriloquists, it depends. I would say they're underrated because there are some very
They're
good
talented
ventriloquists out
people,
there.
but they creep me out to no end.
Well, you have to think they're listen, I'm a magician, so I can't talk about other things. But you
I
have to
can.
think they might be a little weird because
Oh, for sure.
they're talking to themselves basically.
Yeah, they're the TikTok version of magicians, I think. It's just
They're
like
worse than magicians? Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
well, like ventriloquists would be in the magic world, right? You'd associate them, kind of in the same family. They're like the yeah. No ventriloquists for me.
All right, next.
All right, what do we got?
Let's do two more and get out of here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got nothing to do, so this is fine. Surprise parties.
Surprise parties.
Oh.
Surprise parties. What do you think about surprise parties?
I've got a lot about surprise
I
parties.
don't know what I think about surprise
But
parties.
I'm only going to say that they're overrated. And if you get a surprise party, if you're planning a surprise party, 1 a decade for the person you're planning for.
So not multiple surprise parties.
No,
You can only surprise somebody once, and they're going to start catching on. Here's a problem with the slight problem with surprise parties is once the surprise is over, then it's just a regular party. And if you had time to plan a party with the person you're throwing the party for, maybe you could have done more things that person would like.
I also don't like the anxiety that surprise parties give me because I'm like a naturally late person.
Have you ever thrown somebody a surprise party? I did. I did.
No.
I threw my wife a surprise party, and she says I got her. So here's what I did. I had sent me a card.
Yeah.
No. How'd I do this? I had my buddy, I got a friend named Mike Lamp that Tab had never met. And this was back on one of Tab's birthdays. I did it the year before her big birthday party. So she was turning 40. This was on 39 to throw her off a little bit. And then what I said was my friend Mike, and that's what I did. I sent me a letter saying, an invite that said they got married, him and his wife got married, and they're having a party, though, at Tall Timbers.
Wow, that's pretty clever.
So we had to go to this party. Yeah. And it was perfect. She had no clue at all.
Yeah,
there's ways to do it right, and not just like, hey, maybe we should go out to dinner.
I had a surprise party thrown for me for my 18th birthday.
Did it surprise you?
It did. And now my parents, I'm very, very thankful for all of the people that showed up. But dude, my sister was driving me nuts because me and my dad share a birthday. I don't normally celebrate, like do anything big for it. And my sister was driving me around. We were doing all this stuff, and we were going to go to dinner. And I was like, we were running errands right by the place we were going to go to dinner. So I was like, all right, let's just hop over there. And she's like, no, we got to drive back to pick up everybody, and then we'll come back. And I was like, well, that makes 0 sense. Like, just have them meet us here. She was like, no. And then she kept adding places to the trip, and I was getting so annoyed. And then we pulled up to our house, and I see all the cars. And I hung my head, and I just said, does this mean we're not going to dinner? That was my response.
Well, you walked into the surprise party and were
no,
upset that you didn't
No,
go.
I said it before I walked into the surprise party. I just said to my sister alone in the car, I never told anyone else this, and now I'm telling everybody who's watching. I said, does this mean we're not going to dinner? So that was my surprise party.
Wow. All right, let's do another one. I don't even care. We still have a few people watching.
Marriage.
Marriage is underrated. Who do you think we're stupid?
Yeah.
Next,
I'm pretty sure.
I have nothing to say about fantastic marriage.
I've never been supervised before, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Janet reminds me when to eat.
What I think.
Janet reminds me when to eat, and it's a great thing because sometimes I'll get lost in doing something, and she was like, "Hey, did you eat today?" And I'm like,
"It scares
no,
me
I
even
haven't."
talking about this. Can we move on? Let's move on to the next one.
I've got nice things to say about my wife.
So do I.
No, you don't.
I do. My wife is the best wife ever. Best wife I've ever had, and she knows it. She tells me all the time. She bought me a shirt that says it on the shirt. What's the next one? Let's do one more. Let's do one more. Oh, we're out of them? We're good?
All right.
That's all he had put in there. All right. So I think that was absolutely pointless, but I had fun talking to you guys.
Yeah.
You know exactly what
I
we
hope you guys had fun, and I think, if anything, we've learned that I'm smarter than David. So, hey, guys.
One last.
Yeah, what do we got?
Underrated or overrated? Thomas Fisher.
Where's my overrated?
Overrated.
Overrated.
We'll just end it with that.
Yeah, there
Thomas
we go.
Fisher, overrated. Guys, we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
When I'm lost out in the dark and feel alone, the waters rise and wash away my hope. I will choose to look to you and you alone. your throne. The blood of Jesus Christ has made